As we move towards AGI, I struggle massively when people say AGI and what the hell does that mean even? And so I'd love, you're one of the few people that I think could give a cogent answer on how do you define AGI? And if we achieve it, how will we even know?
And you just put out a tweet, Richard, that I found interesting. That said something like, if you were given a couple of $1 billion, you'd be able to build a digital superintelligence. How quickly?
I think probably like year and a half to 2 years.
Was that a call for funding? Like, everybody, listen, give me $2 billion and I'll give you your digital superintelligence.
Yeah, I mean, I miss going on the research side, going hard. When you build the products and you make revenue, that's amazing. It's very meaningful. But I think there are a couple of ways that the community is stuck on in terms of research where we can really push it forward. I think in terms of AGI, indeed, the definitions are so broad, right? Some folks say, well, it's 80% of work can be automated, and that's a very pragmatic way of just like sort of financially defining intelligence. Of course, I would say that maybe 80% of all digitized work can be automated.
Mm.
And then, maybe 80% of all those workflows, and that's already a huge amount of GDP. And that could be a reasonable financial definition of intelligence. But of course, if you're sort of more academically inclined, you have to acknowledge that there's certain kinds of intelligence and types where you want to really get faster at learning too. Like humans are able to just with one or two examples learn something. So we call this sample efficiency, right? And if
Mm.
you're really that intelligent, you should be able to learn with much less data along certain dimensions. And so I think as we want to define it really properly, we're going to have to go into the different types of intelligence: visual intelligence, language, reasoning, mathematical reasoning. There's some type of social intelligence too, even among AI, is like, what actions could I take to modify your internal state in order to influence your actions, right? So there are these different dimensions of intelligence. Knowledge is a good dimension too, which is quite unbounded, right? We can learn more and more about the universe. You end up hitting sort of physics-based boundaries of how much knowledge you can accumulate based on the speed of light cone around the different sensors that you may have. So the full definition is probably takes too much time here, but a financial pragmatic one of just like we automate a lot of digitized work seems reasonable.